Today's video is all about me just leveling with you, being open, being honest, telling you the truth, sharing with you some of my thoughts, my feelings, and basically answering some questions that I know some of you at least have. So if that works for you, here we go. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to become part of the Transplant Helper community. Hey folks, welcome back to the Transplant Helper again today. My name is Jim Merle, and I received an email just a few moments ago from one of you. You know who you are. I've already responded back from a person who was actually asking, what was going on. They said they haven't seen a lot of videos coming out of this channel in a while, and were concerned, whether there was something going on with me, if I was having some issues, what have you. And yeah, I appreciated that email very much. So thank you for that. And I thought, if they were asking those questions, maybe some of you were. Maybe you were, maybe you weren't. But I thought I'd share with you exactly what's going on right now. So as far as, why there haven't been a lot of videos coming out over the past few weeks, maybe about a month, it basically comes down to a few things. One, it comes down to life is hectic. My children, of course, I've shared with you before, have been basically out of school for over a year now. They have been going a couple days a week, but our schedules don't always align, and so it makes it difficult. And basically, if I'm going to be able to record a video, it's either going to be on Thursday or Friday, and that's at best. And that's with me taking care of everything else in life that I'm responsible for. And it's been great. I mean, I've been able to share a lot of time with my children. Of course, we've been together more than we ever have, and that's been great. My wife, who was working from home, has gone back to the office. She actually got a promotion, a new endeavor that she's involved in, graduated with her second master's degree, so things have been going well. But she's back at work, and so that, even though it frees up the office space behind me a little bit, yeah, there's a little bit more on my back than there was. And I'm not complaining at all about that, but that's kept me pretty busy. On top of that, again, since I'm only able to film either on Thursday or Friday, the latest thing I've been involved in, at least that I've enjoyed the most, has been doing the series of videos, My Story, My Words. And there's some scheduling issues right there. When you tell someone on the only day of the week I can talk to you is on Thursday and Friday, and only between these hours, and only if I have nothing else to do, it's kind of hard to line with people sometimes. So there's been a few weeks in here lately that I've actually had some videos ready to go, and just haven't put them out because I haven't been able to line up those schedules. So thank you for those of you who have been involved in that so far. For those of you who are trying to be involved and haven't been able to, I apologize that we haven't gotten everything quite meshed on that yet. But I promise you, more of those videos are coming. Add to that, and this is the part I'm being open about. I did a video about this maybe 2.5 weeks ago, although I didn't level with you, I guess you'd say. A lot of the reason I haven't made videos lately is I haven't felt very good. I don't know what it is. Been going back and forth to the doctor, getting some checkups. We've been looking into some issues with either my heart and or my lungs. Basically, right now, all we know is my heart muscle is a little weak, and therefore it's causing some pulmonary edema, which is some fluid in the lungs, and that's causing me to be short of breath. And it's one thing leads to another, to another, to another, which means that I just hadn't felt that good on average. I'll have hours where I'll feel really great, and then I'll have the majority of the rest of the hours of the day where I'm kind of washed up, not really always out of breath, but fatigued. You know the story, just kind of back there. So not exactly sure, again, what's going on with that. I'm pretty aggravated, to be honest with you, because in one sense of things, COVID has cost me a lot of my health this year. Not that I had COVID, but the fact that many of you are probably in the same boat, that because of COVID, we can't get in to see the doctor like we need to. I don't feel like I'm getting the attention that I used to. Not that I deserve it, but that I used to get, because we go to schedule appointments and, COVID stands in the way, and it means that they can only have a limited number of appointments per day or per week. And so instead of taking, 24 hours to get in to see the doctor, it takes 2 weeks. And then that appointment rolls around and something else comes up and we have to reschedule. And it's just been complicated. You know, I used to be brag, I guess you'd say, and be proud about the fact that I could go into the doctor at my transplant center, call in, they say come in the next day. I could go in, have blood work, EKG, echo, everything that you can imagine could be done. I could sit down, talk with the doctor for unlimited amounts of time. And if additional testing need to be ordered, basically I got that testing done before I left the building. I mean, now it's different. Now, you know, they have to schedule differently. So there's one thing this day and one thing another. And if you have to have anything else done, it may be a month before you can get it. And I think for me and for some of us, I think in the long run, that's going to cost us, because when you're not on top of things like you once were, or like you think you should be, and you can't, you know, really, you know, right now we're working through symptoms and, you know, checking out medication options and all this stuff, which is good, but it's such a slow process now because it's just a back and forth. It's like playing phone tag, you know, for eternity. It's kind of what it feels like. So, I don't know. Comment. Tell me if you kind of feel that way. Maybe your healthcare has been great during this, but my transplant center is large and busy, and it's been hard to balance all this. And I think COVID is at fault for that. Not my doctors themselves, not the coordinators, not the schedulers, but overall, just COVID has, you know, put a cap on that, because for so long they weren't able to do non-emergent type of care. Not unnecessary. What's the word for it? But anyway, you know, they couldn't do elective type care. So that put a big delay on everything. And now that they're kind of back running a little bit more full capacity, they're playing catch up. And so that's regretful in my case, but I hadn't felt that good. And so, my apologies. You know, maybe I should push through. And sometimes I do, like right this minute, I'm wearing my t-shirt that, you know, it's an undershirt. So obviously I just jumped in here to do this, but I don't know. I guess because I do these videos, I want to be that guy who has that success story, you know, who feels good the majority, not all the time, who, when I sit down in front of the camera, I can be filled with energy and excitement and enthusiasm and motivate you. And it's a little harder to do that, or at least to feel like I can do that when I don't feel good. And I know every time I do a video similar to this, people reply back and say, thanks for being honest, you know, thanks for showing us the other side of things. And yeah, okay. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly, and a little bit more than I do. But I just kind of feel like, you know, that I need to be the guy who's a step up, who can honestly look into the lens of this camera and look into your face and say, transplant is the most wonderful thing that ever happened, and, you know, life is lovely and great and a bed of roses. No, it's not. It's really not. Now, I'm appreciative for transplant. It has certainly given me opportunity. It's given me time. It's given me the days that I've had be 8 years in just a few weeks extra in my life, and I appreciate that. But as I say so many times, the transplant is a treatment, not a cure. And so I'm still having issues, and right now I'm having issues with my heart for the first time in 8 years. And, you know, whatever that turns out to be, I don't know yet, but, you know, it's kind of maybe I could say it's depressing. It just kind of tends to catch me off guard. And, you know, I'm not really worried or concerned. I know we'll get through this. Again, the process is slower because of the COVID year we've had. But I guess I want to feel my best when I'm on camera, and I don't feel my best. So if you've been concerned about why I haven't had as many videos, again, it comes down to scheduling. Sometimes it comes down to the limited amount of time I have to do this, but it also comes down to I just don't feel good. And so, like, starting tomorrow, my kids are back in school full time, so I'll have more time, more opportunity, but I can't tell you for sure I'll do more videos, because when I wake up and don't feel good, maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe I'll just have a lot of videos where I sit here and just open up to you and whatever, and I don't know, that'll either be helpful or it won't. And but for those of you who stood beside me and who support me and who pray for me regularly, and like people who may email, like, this is not rare that someone would email and you know, check on me. Thank you for that. I really appreciate, you know, you doing that. This channel, over the course of the last few years, is however long I've been doing it, maybe almost 4 years, it's kind of the center of what I do. It's a 24/7 thing, and I try to respond to everybody. I try to help everyone, but I guess right now I'm kind of helping myself, and I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be selfish. I don't want to be more concerned about me than you. And I know some of you will say, well, you should be. Now's your time. Thank you again for that. But kind of, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. That's what's going on. So, hopefully you're having the best days of your life, and will continue to do so. And hopefully things will just rock on. And hopefully, as far as my case, I may be one medication away from things turning back up, upside and me getting back in order. We'll be experimenting with some of the medications and treatments, and I'm probably going to try to voluntarily put myself back into cardiac rehab and see if I can't get myself in better shape than ever, and see how that goes. But biggest thing to say today is thank you. Thank you so much, and we love you. And if I can do anything to help you, I'm still here. So stay stronger, friends.